Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this ADDTOP 26800mAh solar charger power bank. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So here we have the user manual. Here's the power bank. And it comes with a charging cable. So this power bank has a nice feature in that it has integrated cables. So let's take a quick look at the user manual here. So here's a product diagram. On the left here we have the solar indicator light green. We have the LED indicator light. There's 4 blue lights there. We have the solar panel on top. On the end we have a USB-C port, and that supports input and output. So use that to charge it, and it can also charge other devices. It has a waterproof cover, and it has 2 USB-A ports. Then on the bottom it has 3 cords. It has a lightning cable, a USB input cable, and that's USB-A, and a USB-C output cable. Then we have a power button. So here are the specs. The solar panel is 1.9 watts. The input is 5 volts at 2.1 amps. Output is 5 volts at 2.4 amps. The dimensions are 6.82 by 3.36 by 1.05 inches, and the weight is 1.19 pounds. So it has a green indicator that flashes when it's being charged with solar power, and then it has the LED battery indicator, and each light is 25% of charge. So there are a couple different ways to charge this. I'll go over those. So if we open the end here, we'll see the ports, and these are labeled. So that's out, out, and in, out. So you can use this with the USB Type-C cable to charge this battery. And then on the bottom, we have the Apple cable, USB-C, and then we have a USB Type-A for charging it. So I have a charger here. If we want to charge this, I can plug this in. We need to make sure the contacts are in the middle of the connector. So like that, we're charging at 1.35 amps. Now it's bumped up to 2.06 amps. So on the Amazon product detail page, it gives some examples of charging with this device. It says it can charge an iPhone 11 Pro 8 times, a Galaxy S10 6 times, and an iPad Pro 4 times. So this has a solar panel on it. It's a 1.9 watt solar panel. Now you can't expect this or any other battery pack like this to be depleted and when you stick it out in the sun and it just charges the whole thing up in like an hour. That's not how it works. Solar charging tends to be pretty slow. So what you would want to do is before you take this with you is to charge it up fully. So if you're going on say a weekend camping trip, charge it up before you leave, and then when you have the opportunity, set this out in the sun to top off the charge. So throughout the day you might be charging your phone with it, put it in the sun to reclaim some of that charge. So say you connect your phone and it takes it from 100% down to 90%, so you sit it out in the sun, maybe it ups at 5% or something. So by having solar on here, just by leaving it out say on a picnic table or somewhere in the sun, you can extend the capacity of this battery pack over a pack without a solar panel. Now certainly in an emergency, if this was completely dead, you could set it out in the sun and let it charge up and then connect it to your phone to make a phone call or something. But the best recommended use would be to charge this ahead of time before you need it, and then just use the solar panel to help maintain the charge. So let me connect this up here to some devices. Pull these out. I can connect it up to a phone. Plug that in. With this other connector, I can charge my GoPro. So I have those 2 things charging, and then I still have 3 ports here I can charge with. Needless to say, the more things you plug in, the faster it will drain the battery. But this would be a good option if you have multiple devices. You have a phone, camera, tablet, or maybe you have a family. You're out at a picnic, you can have everyone plug into this to charge up their devices. So now I'm going to use some equipment to do some capacity tests on this. Okay, so I charged up this battery to 100%, and then I drained it using this load tester. And this will calculate how many amp hours it used, but this other tester I used in line supports watt hours. So we drained 70 watt hours out of there, and the rating on this pack is 99 watt hours. So the reason you're not going to get 99 watt hours when you do a test like this is because you don't want it to drain the battery all of the way. 2 things that can ruin a lithium battery are depleting it all the way and charging it up too high. So I'm guessing this has a controller in it, so when you charge it up, it doesn't charge the batteries to 100% exactly, and then when it drains it, it doesn't drain it all the way. So it's hard for me to tell the exact profile this uses, but that's generally how a battery management system will work on a power pack. So that's the ADDTOP 26800mAh solar charger power bank. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.